What's up, I Like Scary? We are back. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, with the final trailer dropping, I've been, looking a little deep into that and breaking it down even more. So I got some speculations and theories about some stuff I had caught. I want to kind of, tell you guys about everything and see where we go with it. So I want to talk about, what we seen in this trailer. Now we get a scene where we get Michael. Yes, we get Michael picking up his mask off the floor. We get Michael picking up his mask off the floor. And then we kind of look over and we see a hand right there. Someone's lifeless, obviously, with a bloody knife right there. So I'm thinking like, all right. I'm thinking, and we also get a scene where Laurie's looking out of a door and we see another, like, angle from that shot. We get a shot like closer to Laurie but far away from Michael, but you can see him in the background putting the mask on, right? So that tells me that what we see right there, that is not Laurie. That's not Laurie for sure. So I start to think like, so, and you see like Laurie looking out of a door like she's looking for someone, so I wanna know if it's almost like one of those things where she calls the cops and she's waiting on the cops, and maybe that's where we get that scene where Hawkins is running up the stairs like, oh my god, what's going on? So if Hawkins and Laurie were talking, maybe not even dating, just talking to their friends, right? He knows about Allison and Corey's talking, of course, he's in the loop. So maybe that's who she calls. She calls Hawkins like, hey, I just did something. You need to come over here, bring, the police. And you know what I think happens, you guys? I think when we get that scene, we kind of see a little bit more about, a few seconds more of that scene where, Michael's opening the door. Michael, no, it's Corey, of course, opens the door, all 5 fingers showing, and we get Laurie with the gun, and we see what happens after that. She shoots it. And I'm putting together, you guys, I think potentially that Laurie freaking shoots Corey. Now, she shoots Corey, right? And when I say she shoots him, and this is going to be deep, you guys, you got to follow me. I really do think when she shoots him, right, maybe he doesn't die of rip. Maybe he, maybe he does. So say if he doesn't die of rip, right, we get a scene where Laurie's on, having Michael on the counter, and she's trying to take the mask off of him. She takes the mask off of him, and she has the knife or whatever. But I looked at something real deep, you guys. Now when I told you I look deep, I look deep. So you see these marks on Laurie's head, like one right here, and you just see a little bit of blood right here or whatever. But we see that, right? And then later, in the trailer, we get a shot where she's looking down at someone. It looks like a banister. Now, it looks like a banister from potentially those stairs, I want to say, that they're, going up and down in this film. Especially, I think a million times that this is Corey. She shoots him, right? He falls down the stairs. He's possibly bleeding out. Possibly he just dies immediately. But we get this, this scene where Laurie has, like I said, she has no marks on her head, but when she's like, by the counter where Michael, she's taking the mask off, she has marks, but she has that sky blue shirt on, right? So I was thinking, now this is just speculation and theory, what if this happened before that? You know what I'm saying? What if she injures Corey or she kills him, but she just want to win that battle, right? Corey, you're coming after her. That's why she says, you came here to kill me, now do it. Of course, that's something she'll say to Corey. And I told you guys in previous, speculation theory videos that I want to say that Laurie potentially sets Corey up, because maybe they had like a little side issue going on that Allison doesn't know about. Maybe he's like, Allison's mine, you need to get out the picture. I'll do anything to get Allison. If that comes down to it, I'll do it, and take you out, or get Michael to take you out potentially. So yeah, she says, you came here to kill me, now do it. So we get, a shot of her also looking out the door like she's waiting for somebody or looking for somebody. We don't know. So we get that shot where James Jude is further away from Laurie. He's further away and he's putting the mask on. He's putting the mask on, and maybe that's even, you know, after everything. Maybe she doesn't even call the cops. Maybe she doesn't even call the cops. Maybe she just, you know, doesn't care about Corey that much, and, you know, he's just sitting there bleeding out. She doesn't even have time to, you know, call the cops. But maybe she hears something weird outside, and then she looks out. But that weirdness she hears, maybe the door open, and that's when Michael comes in through the back. You know, he puts the mask on, and yeah, that kind of explains where, you know, he picks the mask up, so it's a different angle. So it's that same, you know, shot and scene, but it's a further angle. You see what I'm saying? So we get one close up with the hand, it's like right in the frame, and then we get one when he's back putting it on. So that's where they, you know, they possibly, you know, are going to start the battle. And of course, it's probably Corey's dead body. You know, it's probably his dead body possibly died, or, you know, and you know, then Allison comes. And then Allison comes, you guys, and then she comes in the middle of everything. Or it could potentially be Allison has already came, she's just not in that frame. Maybe she's sitting right there just thinking about everything. And, you know, Laurie explained everything to her, saying that, you know, telling her everything Corey did, everything he said to her, you know, on the sideline about what's going to happen, how he threatened her and stuff like that. And while they're doing that, they're not even taking the time to even register everything. So Michael, you know, I can just see Allison possibly being in like the other room or something. Who knows? Maybe that's, you know, where she's in the pantry. Maybe that's another. Maybe that scene is somewhere connected in that same area. And then, you know, but or it can go so many ways, you guys. Or possibly she gets there late. Allison is not even there, so Allison gets there late, and then, you know, Michael and Laurie's battling and stuff. And it's probably quiet. Maybe Laurie's hiding, and you know, it's something like that. Laurie's probably hiding, but she hears Allison, you know, probably like in 2018 when she was like, grandmother, but she can't say anything. So when she opens the pantry door, she sees Michael, and now she gets to him and Laurie has been battling, and that's how the scene goes. You know, and maybe Allison goes to get help, you know, and Laurie's battling, and then that scene comes, you know, when it gets down into that battle where Laurie has him on the counter. She takes the mask off or whatever. I personally don't think it's even going to end right there. I think they haven't even showed us a glimpse of where it's ending at the grounds, in my opinion. So I think, you know, possibly that it's going to end somewhere else, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, comment down below what you guys think about that. That's very deep when you think about it and look at it. Like, you know, maybe she's talking to Corey, but she could still be talking to Michael on the ground. But personally, I think that could possibly be Corey, and she, you know, defended herself and hurted him, killed him, obviously. And you know, that's probably what just happens. Maybe that's where Hawkins is coming to. She's probably telling Hawkins like, hey, I accidentally, you know, I killed Corey. He tried to hurt me, and you know, the police came over there. Maybe she explained everything. You know, Corey's gone. You know, Laurie takes him out, and Allison, you know, still is possibly mad at her. You never know. Maybe she's mad at her. Maybe she understands, and maybe Michael brings them back to be, you know, a team again. But anyways, something else I want to talk about. Another theory, you guys, is what we see, you know, obviously. So we get these shots of Corey, obviously, from the trailer, where the final trailer, where he has the mask in his hand. He got all fingers. Now, I don't see Corey Cunningham taking Michael's overalls. I just don't see it. Now, the mask, that's different. He's going to obtain the mask personally. My opinion, when he goes into the swords, they tussle, he snatches, he goes back to the streets of Haddonfield. That's what brings Michael back, and, you know, so forth. So, but you know, I was thinking now, so I've been hearing about this for months, you know, about this junkyard. I've been telling you guys, I personally think it's going to end in a junkyard like Christine, you know, for some reason. I just think so. I've been thinking, what if one of Corey's victims is potentially a mechanic? He takes him out, because we kind of see a tow truck on the side. You know, sometimes, you know, tow truck guys wear coveralls or overalls, and maybe Corey kills him and takes his overalls. Or, you guys, listen, or you guys, maybe Corey works at the junkyard. Maybe Corey works at a junkyard, and think about this. If it's going to end at a junkyard, Christine is, right? Listen to me. That's probably how you know, the ending battle leads up there with, you know, Allison and Laurie and you know, Michael. So maybe Corey is teaching her when they're absolutely 100% cool, no obsession going on. It's like in the beginning stages. Maybe he just shows her how to work some stuff in the junkyard. Maybe they're just, you know, they're chilling. Maybe she comes and kicks it with him at work. You know, maybe he lives in, you know, he lives at work. You know, I'm not saying literally, but you know, he works a lot. He's at the junkyard and stuff. And maybe she just sees a lot of stuff, and you know, and maybe that's just her idea. Like, we, you know, tell Laurie, and that's how it ends, you know, at the junkyard. Maybe, like I told you guys, I think they're gonna treat Michael like Christine at Plymouth Fury, you know, smashing to death. The vessel is gone, you know, and it's just nothing left of Michael. So I was thinking that, like, that would be crazy, because that explains, you know, how, you know, Corey gets his overalls, because I just don't see him taking Michael's. You know, that's just, that don't make sense to me, having Michael walk around in underwear, you know, and stuff like that. So I just definitely think it's either that, you know, he kills someone like a mechanic and takes him, he pulls a Michael, or he potentially just works there and he just has them, you know. Because we see in this picture, we see some brown boots. They don't match those Wolverine boots that Michael have. So I'm like, I don't know, but it's kind of part of me like, maybe those are, you know, I don't know. It's just like, you never know, because there's always new looks and the new Halloweens. But I know for a fact that it's not Michael because of the hand. I can't go off the boots, but I'm gonna go off the hand. The digits are missing on Michael's hand, but Corey's hand's obviously full, so, of digits. But now, I mean, that the theory we talked about in the beginning is definitely deep when you think about it. You know, seeing Corey's potential dead body, and maybe, yeah, like Michael just looks at him, maybe Michael just looks down at him, takes his mask, doesn't even care, and then he bumps into Laurie, type of thing. I think that would be crazy. And it would just be crazy to see, you know, say if say when Laurie kills him, right, she just shoots him off rip, and then she takes his mask off. So she took off, you know, she unmasked two, you know, humans in this film, and she looks, and it's Corey, and maybe he's bleeding, and he's like, help, help, and she's probably looking or something, you know. And it's just like, at the end of the day, I'm telling you, if that's Corey, when she says, if you came to kill me, do it, you know, since you came to kill me, do it. I really do think that they had some real live beef going on the sidelines. Like, they bump into each other. It's almost like a big fuck you. You know, and they're like, you know, threats going back and forth, and if I could, I would, you know, when I get a chance, I will, type of thing. So that's what I think that, you know, their situation is going to be. But, and Allison's going to be, you know, not aware of nothing until Laurie kind of puts it to her. And it's almost like, first Laurie's been going on and on and on about Michael. Now she's going to be going on and on and on about Corey. So I really do think that can be the case where Allison's getting fed up with it, you know, because of stuff like that. And we also see that Laurie's been saying she's seeing Michael. She's been seeing him. She thinks she saw him, or she saw him for sure. And I'm telling you guys, that's what she's saying is definitely going to be, you know, Corey. And I think that's going to be him trying to get at Laurie, like making it seem like, yeah, get away, I need Allison to myself. So he's going to be the one popping up and stalking her and coming around. Because when Michael comes, he's going to come, I think, you guys, middle act-ish, probably, potentially, you know, something like that. But I think it's going to be a lot of character build up and stuff like that. But I definitely think it's going to be Corey in the get up who's going to be popping out and stuff like that, you know. And that's why we hear Laurie says sometimes, you know, something this time doesn't feel right. I think it's because Michael would have been, you know, attacked. He would have been attacked. He wouldn't have played around, and that's why she's probably saying like something doesn't feel right, because Michael would have came to her. He would have been approached her to kill. And Corey's probably just playing these games, trying to say, oh, I'm here, I'm there, the stalking game, you know, I'm by a tree, I'm behind you, and stuff like that. And it's kind of, you know, mind games type of thing, almost trying to scare Laurie away, you know what I'm saying? So I think that could be a thing. But unfortunately, you guys, this is the end of the video. Comment down below what you think about everything we talked about in this video. But yeah, you guys, hit me up on my social media. I like Scary on Instagram, I like Scary7, on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, I like Scary on Twitter. And don't forget, you guys, become a member of the Patreon, get exclusive content and benefits of the channel. And right there where it says subscribe next to it, click join, become a member of the channel. Check out the official I Like Scary merch store. And yeah, you guys, watch some horror movies, stay scary out there. I love you all. Peace.